Welcome to Gentle Flow Yin. You can use a blanket and blocks if you have them. Just start by having a seat, comfortable, easy seat, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back, chest up, nice and relaxed, eyes closed. Let the hips relax down. Start to bring the attention in towards the breath. Getting into a rhythm. Nice, steady inhale and exhale. See if you can bring in as much air as possible, bringing that inhale deeper into the belly, and then releasing as much air, if not more, on that exhale. Nice, slow, deep, controlled breath. And then go ahead and do 4 more rounds of breath, just as full and as slow as you possibly can, taking your time. And just come back to your normal breath. And then you can start with some nice gentle neck rolls, using the breath to guide the neck, nice and slow. And then, whenever you're ready, you can change direction. And then, whenever you're complete there, you can shake that out. And then you can change feet and go ahead and cross your legs the other direction. It may feel awkward. And then we're going to do some seated cats and cows. So on your inhale, you can press forward, bringing the chest out, chin up, shoulder blades together. And on that exhale, rounding into that cat back, dropping the chin. And just do a couple of rounds here. And then when you're ready, we're going to sit up nice and tall. And then we're going to do a little twist over to the right. Sure you're not holding your breath. Everything nice and relaxed. No tension in the face. And then release and twist over to the other side. Continue sitting up. Be aware of our posture and our breath and where we're holding our attention. And then you can release that and send those legs out. Shake them out. And then when you're ready, you can come to all fours into our Padmanasana tabletop. We're going to thread the needle. You can take that right arm, left arm, reach through under that right arm, send that right arm out. Drop the shoulder, drop the ear down to the mat or onto a block or a blanket. And keep that right arm out, or you can bring it back behind the back and drape it towards the hip. Whichever feels more comfortable to you. And then once you've decided where you want to be, just take a moment to settle in. And then just come back to the breath. Make sure to relax the face and the hands and the neck. Then you can bring that right hand back towards the face, press up, bring that left arm up. And then whenever you get ready, bring that right arm through, drop the shoulder, drop the ear to the mat or a blanket or a block. Send that left arm out. Same option on this side. and leave it stretched out. Or if you want to bring it back behind the back and reach it towards the hip into that half bind, and do that. Just decide what your body needs. And then just let the body hang heavy and come back to that breath. And just see if you can let everything sink down a little lower with each exhale. And when you're ready, bring that left hand back up towards the face, push up, bring that right hand back, come into a tabletop, sink back towards the feet into a child's pose. And just remain heavy here. You need to use your blankets or blocks to prop the body up in any way. You can place the blankets above your feet, under the chest, under the knees. Don't be afraid to use the props in any way to make the body more comfortable and to get the most benefit out of the stretch. So just imagine with each exhale, your body just sinks down a little closer to the mat. And then when you're ready, just walk the hands over to the right side and then just sink back down and feel that stretch all through the left side body. And anytime you experience any type of pain, always back out of a position. Never want to be in pain. If you're a little uncomfortable, that's okay. You can always just focus on your breathing, but never want to be in pain. And then when you're ready, walk the hands all the way over to the other side and then sink back down. ready, we're going to walk those hands back to the middle and take our time working our way back up to our hands and knees. And then tuck the toes and then push up and back into a down dog. You can pedal those feet back and forth, stretching the backs of those legs, pushing those hips up and back towards the ceiling. And then whenever you're ready, just walk the hands up to the feet, taking your time. And then just slowly ragdoll all the way up to standing, arms up. Inhale. And then we're going to grab our blocks, place them hip distance apart, place the right foot just slightly in front of the left foot, toes pointing forward. And then we're going to hinge down. You can come down to the blocks or to the floor, your choice. And set the blocks at any level. And then you can just drop the head and have the front knee bent or straight. Should feel this through the back of the legs. Our pyramid pose. So we're going to be here for a couple of rounds of breath. See if you can really let the backs of those legs open up. Really focus on the breath. Send that breath through the back of those legs, really letting them release. Now take your left foot, step back, drop the knee, untuck the toes. Then we're going to come into a low lunge here. Just going to be here just a breath or two. You can lean into it as much as you'd like. And then go ahead and come up and take that block back towards your left foot. You're going to reach straight up into the sky with the right hand. You can come down to the block or to your foot, your choice. That left arm. You should feel that through the front of that left leg, through the quad, through the hip flexor. Continue, nice steady breath here. Push through that shin and everything that's touching the mat, press through. And then come up, come back to that low lunge. And then bring the arms up, inhale. Drop, twist, hooking that elbow towards that knee, looking up towards that right elbow. Into that twist, continue pressing into the mat with everything that's touching, focusing on the breathing to help maintain the balance. And then come back to that low lunge, tuck the back toe, come back up to standing. And then grab both blocks, come to the middle, place them underneath you. If you need more blocks or no blocks, your choice. We're going to point our toes outward, squat over the blocks, and come down to land on them. Come into this supported squat, pressing your elbows into your knees, pressing outward. Feel that opening into the hips. Keep that resistance. Take this time to explore the neck. Always move it side to side, up and down, or you can find stillness. And then when you're ready, we're going to make our way off the block. And then we're going to take our blocks and bring them back to the top of the mat. And we're going to do all of that on the other side. So we're going to do the pyramid pose. Step that left foot up this time. Toes pointing forward, close together, narrow track. You hinge down to the floor or the blocks at any level. And then you can relax the head down. Just feel that pull through the back of the legs. And bend the knee if you need to. Then we'll stay here for a while. Just let the breath do its work. Just let the back of those legs open up. Just let them know it's okay to release. It's no need to hold on to that tension. Then now we're going to take that right foot, step it back, drop the knee, and tuck the toe. Come into that low lunge on this side. Then when you're ready, just kind of come up, bring that block back to the right foot, and then reach straight up with that left arm to the sky, and then come back to the block or to the foot. Everything touching to the mat, press into the mat for balance, relaxing the shoulder, relaxing the face. A round or two of breath here. Coming down. Inhale, bringing the arms up. And then we're going to twist over to the opposite side, looking up over that left elbow. And then we're going to release that. And then we're going to take that left foot, bring it towards that right knee, drop the knee, slide that right leg back, bringing us into a pigeon. If you need to make any adjustments here, if you need to come down onto that left hip into a swan, you need to prop the body up, putting your blanket under your hip. Do so. Just listen to your body. You can stay up as long as you would like, or you can come down onto the blocks, onto the blanket, or just onto the floor and sleep your pigeon. We're going to be here for a little bit, so just focus on letting everything open up, giving it permission to relax. Make your main focus your breath. Just come back to the beginning when you were bringing in as much air as you could, and then releasing just as much air. Just come back to that nice steady rhythm. Just feel your body rise and fall as it's bringing in the air and releasing it. And maybe naturally you'll just sink down a little closer to the mat. And very, very gently take your time coming up. And that leg back, stretch them out. And then we're going to do that on the other side. So you can bring that right knee up towards the right hand, swivel that foot up, and then send that left leg back. Set up for the pigeon on the other side. Same options here. You can stay up in that pigeon as long as you would like. You can come down on that right hip. When you're ready, you can sleep your pigeon. You can come down onto the blocks, blankets. Just explore your body and decide what it needs today and in this moment. Then once you're settled in on this side, just come back to that breath and just come back to that rhythm and just repeat the cycle of bringing the air in and out and feeling the body rise and fall and just sinking down closer to the mat. And then take your time, slowly rising up. Send that leg back. And then we're going to make our way down to our belly. And place your hands in front of you. Place your forehead or your chin. And bring the feet up and just windshield wiper them back and forth, nice and slow. Then just release the feet down. Then you're going to take that left leg, send it out from the hip, and that leg's going to come down parallel to the mat, toes pointing out, kind of like a frog leg. And just relax that inner groin just down towards the mat. And just let everything relax down. You're just going to be here for a few rounds of breath. Now, when you're ready, slowly and gently bring that leg in, and then windshield wiper those feet before we go to the other side. And then, when you're ready, we're going to do that on the other leg. Send that right leg out from the hip, leg down the edge of the mat, toes pointing towards the other wall. So we're in that little half frog on the other side. Continue to let everything hang heavy down towards the mat. Just let it sink down towards the floor as if you could just melt into it. Then you can bring that right leg back. And then nice little gentle windshield wipers. And then we'll make our way to our back. Bring the knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. And rock side to side if you need. And then we'll find our happy baby, whether it's behind our thighs, anywhere up our legs, on the inner outer edges of our feet. Just grab wherever your baby will be happy. And then from here, shine the bottom of those feet towards the sky, relaxing those knees out as if they could just sit on the ground next to you. Let everything hang heavy and rock side to side. Then very, very gently release it out. And then grab a block. And just have it handy. And plant the feet. Rock the knees. Side to side. Windshield wiper. And then we're going to take the block and we're going to bridge up and place it under the rear. Come back down. And then you can keep the knees bent. You can release one or both legs out straight. Or you can bring both your feet together, soles of the feet together, releasing the knees out in a Baddha Konasana. You can send the arms out in a T. You can reach them overhead into a diamond shape. Just decide how you want your arms and legs here. What's going to be the most beneficial for your body. And then once you've decided your position, just settle in. And just imagine as if you were just going to melt over this block. And with every exhale, you're just going to sink down a little more, almost as if you are going to become one with this block. And then slowly and gently bring the feet up and then press up enough to remove the block and then slowly come back down and bring the knees back in. Give them a nice gentle squeeze and rock side to side. And then plant the feet and just let the knees fall over to the right, sending the arms out, finding in a twist. And let the head fall whichever direction. Let everything relax here. Nice, full breaths. And then slowly and gently bring those knees up and back into the chest. Nice little squeeze. And then let them fall over to the other side. And then when you're ready, bring those knees back up to center. Bring them in to the chest for a final squeeze. And then you can extend those legs out. Set up for Shavasana. And stay on your back or set up in any position where you can find the body completely relaxed and have the mind cleared. And just take this last several minutes to find some stillness and to just be present. And I will let you know when the time is up. You can go ahead and make some movements and take your time getting up. I did thank you for joining me today and letting me guide your practice. And I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you look forward to future videos. And thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.